Pep, congratulations on a 2-0 win. What were your thoughts on the game?
Thank you very much. It was a very difficult game for us. If you look at the fact that we played a game on Saturday and today it's Wednesday, so they're starting to come thick and thin. But then we just have to keep on focused. And then I think it helped us that we came here to watch Pele on various occasions. So probably planning for them, we had a bit of the info on how they may actually execute the game. So it wasn't a very difficult game to plan for, because we already had a bit of information. But then the most difficult job was to ensure that everybody understand what is expected from them and to be able to execute exactly the plan. That was the most difficult thing, to keep everybody focused, everybody fresh in the mind, especially after coming from back-to-back wins and the Nedbank victory as well. Obviously some players may be over excited, so the most difficult thing was to deal with the mindset of our players more than the oppositions.
Coach, having watched your team play before, you like to build from the back, you like to keep it on the ground, which is the same thing that Pele does. But today, both teams seem to struggle with the usual game plan. So your goals, if you remember, the other one was a set piece, the other one a long ball by the goalkeeper, and the striker latched on. It was not the usual game that we come to know Dondol to play. What do you think we didn't see that type of play from Dondol today?
Okay, firstly, you playing away. That's the first one. You playing away, and then you playing against a team that is actually contending for the league as well. And then now the plan has to change a bit. Hence, you saw that we went with 2 strikers instead of 1 from the onset, because now having to watch their game, we actually realized that they have a whole lot of short players in the field. So basically, putting more balls in their box was today's plan, and to actually hit them more on set pieces. That's what we were actually looking for. Then if you want to get a lot of corner kicks and throw-ins closer to their box, you obviously have to pile a lot of balls into the box, so that they defend more closer to their goals, meaning every little mistake that they make, it's either it's a turnover where you can actually score instead, or get a corner kick, or even a throw-in for a long throw today. So we changed the plan because we respect Pele. They are a good side. That's why they are contending for the league as well. So and we are away today. You are not home. They're just coming back from a 1-1 draw against Highlands. You don't want to come here and underestimate them, undermine them, and then hence you check. We even changed the keeper. Today. We went to the keeper that can actually hit the ball for 70-80 meters long. We did it deliberately, because the most focal thing was they try to turn their 3 center backs on many occasions as possible.
Coach, how important is it that you are able to study the opposition and come up with tactics to adapt to these situations that you've just explained, rather than playing with just one approach throughout the season?
I think you'd be doing injustice if you don't study the oppositions, because you'd go to every game blank. But when you go to games knowing having a bit of info of how the opposition may actually approach, then it gives you an advantage on how you should plan for the game. Like you checked, when we came here, we're certainly clear that we need to give more attention to their jersey number 9 that is playing the striker, and their jersey number 19 that is playing as a left wing back, and their CDM jersey number 17, because of on many occasions that we watched Pele, we actually saw that those are the 3 key players in their team. But had we came here blank, we could have fallen into the same trap that other teams that they've lost, that Pele has won against, fell into. So it's always important to go and study the oppositions, because you get to plan better. Remember, in today's game, and proper preparations prevent poor performances all the time.
Coach, in the second half, they came strong. They actually pinned you into your half, until you made the substitution where you brought in Karabo, who could just put his foot on the ball. Why do you think you allowed them to take control of the game, especially in the early stages of the second half?
You are playing away. You lead 2-0 in the first half. The second half, obviously, the approach has to be a little bit different. You tend to sit a little bit deeper so that you invite them to come more into your half, then leave a whole lot of space behind their defense, then you can exact the space more. I feel that on the transition moment, especially in the last third, our decision make today wasn't up to scratch, because there are 3-4 moments where we could have actually made the score to get to 6. Because giving them possession, while they're trailing, they are more likely to focus any more in their tactical approach. Players now start to enjoy more. They start to have the belief that they can actually equalize. They can make the score 2-2. They start rushing for that one goal that will make 2-1. Then when they do that, obviously they're starting to undermine you. They're starting to lose a bit of defensive principles, discipline in their half. Then when you play opposition that loses defensive organization, probably you're gonna have more chances of hitting them on the counters. So when we brought Karabo in, now we wanted to stabilize the mid, because we realized that they started the game with 2 CDMs, and then they made a change of taking 1 CDM and then introducing another attacking mid. Then now they went with 3 center backs, 2 wing backs, and then 1 holding, and then 2 number 10s and 2 center forwards. Then now having Karabo in, while we are defending so deep, Karabo can hold the ball. He's a good distributor of the ball when he is needed to play the long passes. So because now we're relying a lot on counter attacks, we had to bring in a player that can actually help our transition from our half into the opposition's half way too quicker. And then we even changed the approach from 3-4-3, and then we went with our normal 4-2-3-1 system, because now we saw that as much as they coming and then we introducing Karabo, we wanted our wingers now to come in and start cheating on the sides, and then go back to the normal to the normal form and defense instead of 3, because now we wanted to exploit the space more on the sides. And then when you want to do that while you are playing way deeper into your half, you need players that can distribute the ball long.
Coach, you've done very well in the Nedbank Cup. You are also doing very well in the league. Do you perhaps think, with the games coming very thick and fast, especially Wednesday, then the weekend, then Wednesday, do you think perhaps that might that your progress in the Nedbank might affect your performance in the league?
I don't think so. We have a depth. We have a depth. I think when we started the preseason, the memo to the players was very clear that we want to qualify to the national 32 Nedbank Cup, and then we want to go all the way to challenge for the league. So basically in the preseason, we made sure that in each and every possession we have a good quality player, so that we can rest some, refresh the team there and there whenever changes are needed. So with the games coming thick and quick like this, I don't think it will affect us that much, based on players being fatigued or that, because we have a whole lot of personnel who can come in and play. But then the focus now is that we take each game as it comes. It's still way too early. We are not even thinking of winning the league now. That's not in our minds. What is in our mind now is that we need to remain focused, remain disciplined as we are, and keep on working like we've been doing throughout the preseason up to now. So about winning the league and all that, we'll see that as time goes on. But for now, it's not in our minds.
Pep, thank you very much for your time, and all the best in the upcoming games.
Thank you so much.